Welcome to the warehouse of tomorrow, actually, scratch that, the warehouse of today. While the world has been fixated on AI chatbots writing essays and creating art, humanoid robots have quietly been infiltrating our warehouses and factories. No lunch breaks. No sick days. No paychecks. Just 24/7 productivity powering the global supply chain from behind the scenes. These aren't the clunky, limited robots of yesterday. The new generation of warehouse robots can see, learn, adapt, and perform tasks with almost human-like dexterity. They are picking packages, loading trucks, and assembling products alongside human workers, sometimes even replacing them entirely. But here's the million-dollar question: are these robots truly ready to take over, or is this just another overhyped tech promise? Let's dive deep into the warehouse revolution that's happening right under our noses. The last frontier of automation. For decades, warehouses have been on a steady march toward automation. Conveyor belts snake through massive fulfillment centers. Automated storage and retrieval systems shuttle products to and from towering shelves. Those little Roomba-like AMRs, autonomous mobile robots, zip around carrying totes and boxes. But there was always one massive problem: the last mile of warehouse work remained stubbornly human. The actual picking up, manipulating, and precisely placing objects, what roboticists call dexterous manipulation, was simply too complex for traditional robots. The human hand, with its remarkable combination of strength, precision, and sensory feedback, proved irreplaceable. Until now. Four major players are racing to put humanoid robots on warehouse floors, and they are making remarkable progress. Figure AI, Apptronic's Apollo, Agility Robotics Digit, and Boston Dynamics Atlas. Each brings unique capabilities to the table, but they share a common goal: automating the physical labor that powers global commerce. Figure the warehouse package handler. Figure has burst onto the scene with humanoid robots that are already being tested in real logistics environments. UPS is exploring integrating these robots into their massive package handling network, a vote of confidence that speaks volumes about their capabilities. What makes Figure's robots special is their advanced AI system called Helix. It's a vision-language-action model that gives the robots unprecedented abilities to understand and interact with their environment. They can see in 3D, recognize different package types, and adapt their handling strategies on the fly. For package handling facilities struggling with labor shortages and ever-increasing volume demands, Figure's robots offer a tantalizing solution: tireless workers that never call in sick, never get injured, and improve their performance day after day. Apollo by Apptronik, the warehouse heavyweight. Standing 5 feet 8 inches tall and capable of carrying up to 55 pounds, Apptronic's Apollo humanoid robot is bringing serious muscle to warehouse operations. GXO Logistics, one of the world's largest contract logistics providers, is already conducting proof-of-concept trials with Apollo robots at their facilities. Apollo's design philosophy emphasizes practical utility over flashy features. Its linear actuators mimic human muscles, giving it a full range of motion without the jerky movements associated with traditional industrial robots. This biomimetic approach allows Apollo to move naturally through warehouse environments designed for humans, without requiring expensive facility modifications. Apollo excels at both large movements and precise tasks. It can transport heavy boxes and totes across the warehouse floor, but also perform delicate operations like barcode scanning and precise item placement. Its force control architecture provides an additional layer of safety, allowing it to work directly alongside human colleagues without the need for cages or safety barriers. The real-world impact is already evident. Mercedes and GXO are using Apollo to automate item picking and other labor-intensive warehouse processes, focusing on reducing repetitive physical work and improving workplace safety. In an industry where worker injuries and turnover are persistent problems, Apollo represents a significant leap forward. Digit, the versatile fulfillment specialist. Agility Robotics has taken a different approach with Digit, their 5 feet 9 inches, 141-pound humanoid robot. While Figure and Apollo emphasize raw capabilities, Digit shines in its practical integration into existing warehouse workflows. Digit can carry a 35-pound payload, enough for most common warehouse items, and is specifically designed for the full spectrum of fulfillment tasks: picking items from shelves, packing orders, loading and unloading trucks, and even unpacking incoming pallets. Its proportions are deliberately human-sized, allowing it to navigate spaces designed for human workers without modification. What makes Digit particularly powerful is its ability to work as part of a larger robotic ecosystem. It can autonomously dispatch and coordinate with AMRs, autonomous mobile robots, creating a seamless workflow where Digit handles the complex manipulation tasks while wheeled robots transport items between stations. This addresses one of the most complex challenges in warehouse automation: maintaining a smooth, uninterrupted flow of materials throughout the facility. Digit is already being piloted in real-world warehouse environments, showing impressive capabilities in end-to-end order fulfillment. It can take a customer order, retrieve the necessary items from various locations, pack them appropriately, and prepare them for shipping, all without human intervention. For warehouse operators, Digit promises to address both labor shortages and soaring operating costs. Agility Robotics positions Digit as a solution with rapid ROI that actually improves conditions for remaining human workers by taking on the most physically demanding tasks. Atlas, the cutting edge of possibility. Boston Dynamics Atlas has long been the gold standard for humanoid robot capabilities, wowing the world with viral videos of backflips and parkour stunts. But while those demonstrations showcase its remarkable agility, its warehouse applications are far more practical and potentially revolutionary. Atlas represents the bleeding edge of what's possible in humanoid robotics. It features unparalleled whole-body control and dynamic manipulation abilities, allowing it to perform tasks requiring both strength and delicacy. In warehouse settings, Atlas can move parts between containers, sequence items for production lines, and adapt in real time to changes in its environment. What sets Atlas apart is its combination of sensors and AI. Using advanced machine learning vision models, Atlas can detect and interpret its surroundings with remarkable precision. It generates all motions autonomously, drawing on a combination of vision, force sensors, and proprioceptive feedback, awareness of its own body position, to execute complex tasks with minimal human guidance. While Atlas remains primarily a research and development platform rather than a commercially available product, its demonstrations provide a glimpse into the future of warehouse automation. Tasks that seem impossibly complex today, like unpacking mixed pallets of irregularly shaped items or assembling custom orders from thousands of SKUs, may soon be within the capabilities of humanoid robots. UBTECH Walker S1 and China's warehouse swarm strategy. China isn't sitting on the sidelines. UBTECH's Walker S1, a nimble, bipedal humanoid with dexterous arms and autonomous navigation, is a clear signal that China plans to compete in warehouse automation with humanoids of its own. While not yet deployed at scale, the S1 represents a growing trend in China's robotics sector, combining humanoid form with swarm intelligence. Rather than betting on one robot to do it all, Chinese firms are developing fleets of collaborative robots that can work in sync across warehouse floors, rapidly adapting to layout changes and optimizing throughput without human input. It's not just about building one great robot, it's about deploying hundreds that think together. Beyond the warehouse, robots in automotive manufacturing. These humanoid robots aren't limited to traditional warehouses. They are already making inroads into automotive manufacturing, where precision, reliability, and adaptability are paramount. BMW is actively trialing Figure's humanoid robots at its Spartanburg, South Carolina assembly plant. These robots perform complex tasks like precisely positioning sheet metal components and handling various assembly operations, tasks requiring tolerances finer than a centimeter. Powered by neural networks, Figure's robots translate visual data from their cameras directly into actions, learning and adapting to new situations on the job. Mercedes-Benz has taken a different approach, partnering with Apptronik to deploy Apollo humanoid robots in their manufacturing facilities. At the company's Kecskemét plant in Hungary, Apollo robots automate the delivery of assembly kits and kitted parts to production lines, while also inspecting components during the manufacturing process. Mercedes sees these robots as a solution to labor gaps and a way to reduce physical strain on their human workforce. Perhaps most ambitious, Boston Dynamics Atlas is scheduled to begin trial operations at Hyundai Motor factories by the end of 2025. The fully electric, AI-powered Atlas 2.0 will perform critical tasks like picking up, carrying, and sequencing parts, ensuring components are arranged in the precise order needed for assembly. Using advanced sensors and reinforcement learning, Atlas can adapt to diverse environments, even working in the dark or responding to emergency situations. What's fascinating is how consistently these automotive giants describe the same goal. Humanoid robots aren't replacing skilled workers but rather taking on dangerous, repetitive, physically demanding tasks. The human workers, they claim, can focus on higher-value activities requiring creativity, problem-solving, and expert judgment. But is that how it will really play out? The history of automation suggests a more complicated future. The economics of robot labor. Let's cut through the corporate messaging and be honest about what's driving this robot revolution: economics. Pure and simple. Warehouses and factories across the globe are facing unprecedented labor challenges. Worker shortages, high turnover rates, increasing wage demands, and rising healthcare costs are squeezing margins in an industry already known for thin profits. In the United States alone, the warehouse sector has a turnover rate of nearly 50% annually, with each worker replacement costing thousands in recruiting and training expenses. Against this backdrop, the appeal of humanoid robots becomes crystal clear. Consider the math: a warehouse worker might cost $40,000 to $60,000 annually in wages and benefits. Add workman's compensation insurance, potential injury claims, training costs, and the productivity losses from breaks, vacations, and sick days, and the true cost easily exceeds $70,000 per year. While humanoid robots currently cost several $100,000, their prices are dropping rapidly as production scales up. Figure AI has already announced plans to ship 100,000 robots in the coming years, dramatically reducing per-unit costs. A robot that works 24/7 or 365 with minimal downtime, no benefits, and a predictable maintenance schedule could achieve payback within 2 to 3 years, and then continue operating for many more. Beyond the raw numbers, robots offer operational advantages that humans simply can't match. They can work in extreme environments, freezing cold storage, extreme heat, or dangerous conditions. They don't experience fatigue or distraction, maintaining consistent performance across shifts. They collect precise data about every action, enabling continuous process improvement. They don't resign, strike, or demand raises. For C-suite executives eyeing the bottom line, these advantages make humanoid robots an increasingly attractive investment, not just for labor savings today, but for competitive advantage tomorrow. The inevitable transformation. The robots in warehouses revolution isn't coming, it's already here. Figure AI, Apptronik, Agility Robotics, and Boston Dynamics are delivering humanoid robots that can handle real warehouse tasks today, not in some distant future. Major logistics providers and manufacturers are deploying these robots in actual production environments, moving beyond lab demonstrations to commercial reality. For warehouse operators, the question isn't whether to adopt robotics but how quickly and in what form. Those who embrace the technology thoughtfully, focusing on human-robot collaboration and reskilling their workforce, will gain significant advantages in cost, reliability, and resilience. Those who resist may find themselves unable to compete in an industry where margins are thin and customer expectations are ever increasing. For workers, the message is equally clear: the nature of warehouse work is changing fundamentally. Physical strength and endurance will matter less than technical skills, problem-solving ability, and the capacity to work alongside robotic systems. The opportunity exists to transition to higher-skilled, better-paid roles, but only for those who adapt. And for society, The challenge is ensuring that this technological revolution benefits not just corporations and consumers but also the workers whose livelihoods it disrupts. This will require thoughtful policy, innovative education and training approaches, and a commitment to shared prosperity rather than concentrated gains. The warehouse of tomorrow won't be fully autonomous, at least not anytime soon. But it will be dramatically different from today's facilities. Humanoid robots working tirelessly alongside skilled human operators, each focusing on what they do best. And unlike previous waves of automation that mechanize simple tasks, this revolution strikes at the core of what we've long considered uniquely human: the ability to see, grasp, manipulate, and adapt to the physical world. The robots don't need breaks. They don't need pay. And they're getting better every day. Welcome to the future of warehousing, it's already here.